Hey everyone and welcome. I'm so excited for our very first true crime video. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the world of true crime, exploring cases that are as baffling as they are bone-chilling. And let me tell you, I've got my detective hat on and my makeup brush is ready because we're about to unravel some seriously twisted stories. We're talking about those mysteries that send shivers down your spine, the ones that make you double-check your locks at night. You know, the cases that leave you with more questions than answers. Get ready to explore the dark side of humanity, the kind of stuff that keeps you up at night, wondering how things could go so wrong. From unsolved murders that have haunted investigators for decades to disappearances shrouded in enigma, we're about to uncover the chilling details that surround these cases. We're going to examine the evidence, analyze the theories, and try to make sense of the senseless. So, grab your detective notebooks, dim the lights, and get ready to explore the shadowy corners of the human psyche. Because tonight we're venturing into a world where truth is often stranger than fiction and justice is sometimes elusive. Are you ready? Let's get started. Our first stop takes us to the heart of downtown Los Angeles, to a place steeped in eerie history and shrouded in urban legend. The Cecil Hotel. Now, this isn't your average hotel. It's got a past, a dark and twisted one at that. Over the years, the Cecil Hotel has been linked to numerous deaths, suicides, and mysterious disappearances. Some believe it's a hotbed for paranormal activity, while others blame it on the hotel's location in a notoriously rough part of the city. Whatever the reason, the Cecil Hotel has become a magnet for tragedy, and in 2013, it became the backdrop for one of the most baffling mysteries in recent history, the case of Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student, checked into the Cecil Hotel in January 2013, and right from the start, something seemed off. She was traveling alone, and her behavior was described as erratic by hotel staff and guests who encountered her. Security footage from the hotel's elevator captured Elisa acting strangely just days before her disappearance. In the video, she can be seen pressing multiple buttons, peering out into the hallway as if someone were there, and even hiding in the corner of the elevator. It's unsettling footage, and it only adds to the mystery surrounding Elisa's case. For weeks, Elisa's whereabouts remained a mystery. Her family, desperate for answers, flew to Los Angeles to help with the search. The police investigated, but leads were scarce. Then, on February 19, 2013, the case took a grim turn. Guests at the Cecil Hotel began complaining about low water pressure and a strange taste coming from their taps. Maintenance workers were sent to investigate the hotel's rooftop water tank, and that's when they made a horrifying discovery. Floating face up in the tank was the body of Elisa Lam. The discovery of Elisa's body sent shockwaves through Los Angeles and beyond. How did she end up in the water tank? The tank was located on a secure rooftop, accessible only by a locked door and alarm system. Was it even possible for Elisa to get up there alone? And if so, how did she end up inside the tank, which was tightly sealed with a heavy lid? The autopsy report only deepened the mystery. While the coroner ruled Elisa's death an accidental drowning, there were no drugs or alcohol found in her system, and there was no evidence of trauma or foul play. The report also noted that Elisa had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but it didn't offer any definitive answers about how she ended up in the water tank. The lack of concrete answers in Elisa Lam's case opened the floodgates of speculation. Theories ranged from the plausible to the downright bizarre. Some people believe Elisa may have experienced a severe manic episode related to her bipolar disorder, leading her to wander onto the roof and somehow fall into the tank. Others suspect foul play, pointing to the strange circumstances surrounding her death and the security footage showing her unusual behavior in the elevator. Could she have been followed, attacked, and then disposed of in the tank? Adding fuel to the fire, the Cecil Hotel's notorious past and reputation for paranormal activity sparked a wave of supernatural theories. Some suggested Elisa might have been the victim of a malevolent spirit haunting the hotel, while others whispered about government conspiracies and even demonic possession. The internet, as it often does, exploded with theories and speculation. Amateur sleuths pored over every detail of the case, searching for clues that the police might have missed. Online forums dedicated to Elisa's case buzzed with activity, with users sharing their theories, analyzing the evidence, and debating the possibilities. Despite extensive media coverage, numerous investigations, and countless theories, the truth behind Elisa Lam's death remains a mystery to this day. The Los Angeles Police Department closed the case in 2013, concluding that Elisa's death was accidental and likely related to her bipolar disorder. However, many questions remain unanswered. How did Elisa gain access to the rooftop? Why was her behavior so erratic in the elevator footage? And how did she end up in a sealed water tank? The lack of definitive answers continues to fuel speculation and debate, ensuring that Elisa Lam's case will remain a chilling reminder of the mysteries that can lurk in the shadows of even the most ordinary places. Elisa's case serves as a stark reminder that sometimes, even with all the technology and resources at our disposal, some mysteries may never be fully solved. The truth, whatever it may be, remains elusive, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions, haunting speculation, and a chilling reminder of the fragility of life. Rest in peace, Elisa. Our next case takes us to Boulder, Colorado, a picturesque city nestled in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. It was here on Christmas Day 1996 that a horrific crime shocked the nation and launched one of the most enduring mysteries in American history, the murder of 6-year-old JonBenét Ramsey. JonBenét, a bubbly and charismatic child beauty queen, was the apple of her parents' eyes. Her mother, Patsy, was a former beauty queen herself, and her father, John, was a successful businessman. The Ramseys, by all accounts, seemed to live a charmed life. But behind the facade of their seemingly perfect family, a dark secret lurked. On the morning of December 26, 1996, Patsy Ramsey awoke to find a chilling ransom note on the back staircase of their home. The note addressed to John claimed that JonBenét had been kidnapped and demanded a ransom of $118,000 for her safe return. Panic-stricken, Patsy and John immediately contacted the police, and a frantic search for their daughter began. Little did they know that their nightmare was just beginning. With no clear answers and mounting pressure to solve the case, the Boulder Police Department faced intense scrutiny. The investigation quickly focused on JonBenét's parents, Patsy and John, as well as her older brother Burke, who was 9 years old at the time. The Ramseys, however, maintained their innocence, claiming that an intruder must have entered their home and committed the crime. They hired a team of high-profile lawyers and publicists, and they appeared on numerous television interviews, pleading for their daughter's killer to be found. Despite their public pleas for help, the Ramseys' behavior aroused suspicion among investigators and the public alike. Their seemingly rehearsed demeanor during interviews, their reluctance to cooperate fully with police, and their decision to hire a legal team before JonBenét's body was even found raised red flags. All right, you guys, buckle up, because this next case is a wild ride. We're going all the way to Germany, 1922, to this little farmstead called Hinterkaifeck. Picture it, rolling hills, quiet countryside, the kind of place where you think nothing bad could ever happen. And that's kind of what made this whole thing even creepier. So on this farm lived the Gruber family, Andreas, the father, Cecilia, the mother, their widowed daughter Victoria, and her 2 kids, plus the maid Maria. Now, this wasn't your average happy-go-lucky family, though. See, there were rumors, whispers, you know the kind. People were saying Andreas was having an affair with his own daughter, Victoria, and that she'd even had his child. Scandalous, right? There were also stories about Andreas being a bit of a hard man, prone to violence. Whether any of that's true or just small-town gossip, we don't know for sure, but it definitely paints a picture of a family with some serious secrets. And this is where things take a turn for the seriously messed up. A few days before the murders, weird stuff started happening at the farm. Andreas found footprints in the snow leading to the house, but none leading away. Spooky, right? Then they heard footsteps in the attic, things moving around, but when they checked, no one was there. Okay, so the killer or killers, they didn't just murder the entire Gruber family, they then just casually moved in. like they were eating their food, feeding the livestock. Even someone had been taking care of the cows, like milking them. It's beyond creepy, right? It's like they had no conscience, no remorse. The police figured whoever did it must have known the family, known the layout of the farm. They investigated everyone, from neighbors to family members to that ex-maid who swore the place was haunted. They even dug up Andreas's wife, who had died a few years earlier, just to rule out any connection to her death. But every lead led to a dead end. No witnesses, no real suspects, just a whole lot of speculation and this chilling feeling that something truly evil had gone down on that isolated farm. The Hinterkaifeck murders became this huge mystery, talked about in hushed tones throughout Germany. And just like that, we've reached the end of another journey into the unknown. From the eerie halls of the Cecil Hotel to the tragic murder of a young beauty queen and the chilling mystery of the Hinterkaifeck farmstead. These cases leave us with more questions than answers, but that's the nature of true crime. Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. It reminds us that the world can be a dark and mysterious place, and that even in the most ordinary seeming settings, something truly unsettling can be lurking beneath the surface. If you want to keep exploring the strange, the forgotten, and the unexplained, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of true crime enthusiasts. And until next time, stay curious, stay spooky, and most importantly, stay safe out there.